they just had him for the sake of cringe.
I mean, there was a lot of that shit.
That's true. Yeah, I think there was a lot of shit going on in this show.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
Alright, we're live. Theoretically.
I mean,
You're theoretically live.
no drop frames.
We're live-ish.
Okay. And then I just post on Discord.
I so rarely see you wield a gun, Tucker.
I'm not allowed to in 49 states.
Oh my god.
Took a turn.
Only in New York, then.
He didn't say that.
No, it's Alaska.
It's Alaska.
What, anybody can in Alaska.
No, I'm legally
how are they gonna
required to
stop
give one
you?
to the bear to make it fair.
Chuck Norris. When Tucker goes bear hunting, he gives the bear a gun.
Because all bears have basic gun training.
Well, you know,
It's part of the right to bear arms.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen.
I have a right to take their arms. They have a right to at least defend themselves.
Expires after a while, or just
Yeah, that's probably burned off.
Yeah, okay. I just looked at it, drawn into the corner. I was like, yeah, I bet that's not.
No, weird funny story. I read, like, out of a magazine, like some guy was talking about going bear hunting with somebody. And, you know, he had like a 44 essentially. A bear got close enough to him after being treed, like it came down and charged him, that like there was cinders on like the bear's forehead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 44 is about the minimum. 10 millimeter 44. I'd probably go 454 because I wouldn't hunt, but you know, if I had to face a bear, I want that as a minimum.
Oh,
There you go.
it's insane. Like, can you imagine shooting something multiple times and it still just doesn't give a fuck until like you point blank it?
Well, it's like their hides are so thick the bullets don't penetrate. Like so, that regular 9 millimeter round just like doesn't hit.
Bazooka. Bring a bazooka with you into the woods.
I mean,
Problem solved.
Clearly, that's a great idea.
Problem solved.
I
What
tried
could possibly
to
go wrong?
Bear spray.
I
Bear spray
tried to
honestly
use
is.
a bazooka in Helldivers recently, and hitting a twig caused the missile to explode, much to my frustration.
I'm going to roll the intro.
Nah.
I'm going to roll the
It's
intro.
like,
All right. Welcome back to Kingdom of Steam.
Choo-choo. Everyone's just having a wonderful time here at the temple where they just did all kinds of violence.
Yeah. You guys vaporized somebody and then chose violence, and stormed into the Spira's temple. Wrecked some dudes in the foyer, and then the Spira came down and you blew out the stairs, and then she went into the basement and kept fighting some other people, and then
By people, you mean zombies.
yeah, and then there was some axe throwing out of windows and people jumping outside, and some murder. And
But mostly of zombies.
mostly of zombies. Actually, I don't believe you almost, but did not kill any living still march.
Townsfolk.
Yeah.
She did that.
Yeah, Vesfera did it for us.
That's true. She did. Yeah, I think that about covers it. You murder her. She kind of vaporized in a blast of light. Very-
Recognizable to some, a little
That's
bit.
right.
Yeah,
saw
she-
her-
her soul hit the ejector seat.
Yes,
And it flew into the direction of the elf.
that's correct.
Spirited away.
Reference in the file.
I was just kidding, Greg.
Sure. Yeah, I just realized I needed to have easy access. Bartholomew made an incredible speech. Yeah, out of the top window, despite them wanting to murder all of you.
But despite them being basically an angry mob.
Yeah.
Torches and pitchforks.
Because from their perspective, these people came in, killed their goddess, and ruined everything.
I mean, if you have to save your own goddess, was she really a goddess?
Exactly.
So, this has drastically swayed the situation. That speech, but that will not last forever. You do kind of get the feeling that,
You're still not welcome in this town.
despite things went well.
Look, we'll shave and slouch and pass as halflings. The rest of you are on your own.
I think
change.
Buddy's gonna be fine. Not really worried about Buddy.
He's been looking like a random elf for a
I'll
while.
take your chances.
Yeah.
So,
If you just bleach.
and you went up to the top of the
Yeah,
stairs.
you started to search the house.
You knocked
the
out Snickers because he had the amulet in his mouth.
That was fun.
And
Don't touch it! Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, dude. There's no amount of parenting I can do to stop that. So,
and then you found some cool stuff. There was a scroll of power word kill that you found, and a greater healing potion. I believe is that what I said? Greater
Yes.
healing.
So who's got what?
I got
That's a
the
good
big
question.
one.
Mark found the scroll.
I
So
believe-
Do you want to keep it?
You can always give it
Drogon found the
to
potion.
people later.
Do I know, like, who technically among us, like, is the most proficient at magic?
A scroll will.
scroll
This
is a
scroll will
standalone.
work for anybody.
Go off for anyone.
You
So
just
go
read
off
it.
your.
You know,
So
okay.
go off the caster's.
I do
Power
believe-
word kill specifically, I believe, is if you look up the spell, it is if your hit points are below 100.
It's like
No, no, no.
150. Yeah.
There's no savings throw at all.
I don't believe so. Not for this.
Yeah, power
I-
word kill is one of those
is
crazy
an
spells.
outlier spell.
Yeah. So
It's-
like
yeah.
normally, I think there is a stat for it to go off of, and I'd have to look up how that works. I don't remember either.
Can I cast that through my illusion? Through the spell?
Wait, what?
That's a great question. And if we come to having that happen, we can definitely look that up.
Creatures, you choose 100 hit points or fewer dies. Otherwise, spell has no effect.
Yes. So you will need to gauge how healthy this person is, and because of the
Attack save none.
because of the type of thing that
Yeah,
is.
that's not.
It's an all or nothing, like 8th, 9th level spell or something like that.
Next level, yeah.
Yeah. So keep that in your pocket for dire situations.
I think you should keep it because you have a history of using things in a clutch manner.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Dare I trust myself?
Don't trust your dice, but trust yourself.
I mean, that is fair. That is fair.
Remember,
You are not to be trusted.
remember, this one spell does not require dice on either end.
Yeah, it's a diceless spell.
Yeah.
It's practically made for it.
That is some power. All right, I
There's
do
a
need
power
something
word
in
kill.
my
You gotta get the
backpack.
guide to 100 or lower.
That's true.
Save it for a hurt bad guy that needs to pop.
I mean, that's fair. All right, yeah, I'll put it in my pocket of holding, I guess. I don't actually have any holding. pockets, but
Chippity reads it off.
The chippity reads it.
Almost crazy.
oh my god, the Chippity becomes proficient at magic and just like holds the monarch hostage. He's like,
I was picturing
No, until somebody needs it or something.
I was picturing something stupid, like we're in a swamp somewhere, a mosquito lands on you. You're just like.
I've been swatting at it for literally a whole day. That's it. Mosquito!
3D feed goes across the floor. Oh!
Kill it with fire. Fire! Kill it with magic.
I can think of no better reason to use this.
So, you are on the top floor of the Spira's Temple. We're just searching for some things, but how do you want to...
They found a hidden chamber, which is where they got some of these items
Yeah.
from, and
What would you like to do? Also, like, talk to each other and stuff. Character things.
you do hear like very
Roleplay, dude.
not angry but unhappy grumbling from the crowd outside. They have not fully dispersed yet.
Oh, and Lucky is gonna just be like, so that's it, right? We got him.
I mean, I don't know. Did we? You sense anything? You could, actually help out with this. I mean, thank you for being a good sword, but dude.
I assume that's what the. Well, and he pops out of the sword, and you guys can see him kind of floating there.
Cute little cherub, mostly naked,
Yeah, let me just call my
with a
boss.
big cigar.
And he flips out a flip phone. Yeah, I think they killed this lady, and I think everything should be good now. What do you mean? No, it's not. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll track it down. Yeah, that seems pretty bad. He'll take care of it. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. He hangs up.
He starts yelling at him at the other.
Hold on a second. Do you know a dog that sleeps on top of his doghouse?
So, the boss says, the source of the celestial magic is moved.
Two?
Yeah, that they would like to know that. That would be good.
Okay, so that's cool though. So that means that Vespera was definitely the thing.
Sure, sure.
Okay, so you know about this lady? Thing? Dude?
Doctor?
Okay, thing.
Doctors are things to Bartholomew.
You don't go through 12 years of medical school and not lose some of your humanity.
Oh my god.
Or 1 year of law school.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
So many doctors or lawyers listening to this. These opinions do not reflect our
You should have
true
picked a different
personal
career
opinions.
path, is what we're
And
saying.
also, you
No,
made
no,
a
no,
horrible mistake. You're a bad person.
I only say that because 1 year of medical school, nursing. Oh god. But yeah, you perhaps know something?
Like a vague idea?
Okay, so Doctor Who?
You did that last week.
No, the Chris did that. I had to bring it back, But seriously, what's up with this person?
I only remember vague amounts of the actual backstory.
Oh, that's fair.
Great.
That's fair. Do you
So
want to
does your
roll?
character.
I don't even remember the name.
Do you want to roll some history checks? Do you want to remember more, or
Yeah, I'll try.
With advantage.
yeah, because you experienced it.
Yeah.
That seems fair.
18 then.
Yeah.
That's really good.
You,
Is there anything in particular you?
I don't even remember anything. My brain is fried.
Oh, fair. Yeah, it's been a long week. So
This is Dr. Byrne. Vespera Byrne. And she is the one that
was doing experiments.
Yeah. That the elves.
I remember
saved.
that now.
Yeah.
I think I tried to talk about it last time, but that was when he got censored, right?
Yeah, a little bit of that got censored. Yeah.
He probably just would have stuck to the censored stuff.
Yeah. You do remember the location of her tower?
At least roughly.
That is towards the Elven Kingdom.
I kind of know where the tower is that the doctor used to be at, so I could maybe guide you there. Maybe.
I mean, it's better than not knowing.
Is it in whatever direction Drogon said the spirit went?
The Elven
Yeah.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody else got business? I mean, I have that guy. And I point to Snickers. Like,
He's snoring.
Unconscious. Big old lump on his head from getting beat up.
surely we can get him taken care of. So,
Now you see, doctor's an MD doctor or philosophy?
I don't know.
I don't know with MD.
There are different types of doctor?
well, that one seems to stand for bad doctor.
Shit.
Wow. I like that.
Well, the whole reason we're here is because of her eyes. The zombies all popping off now.
I mean, like, okay, so do we have any business here? Like,
She was the business.
well,
And
right.
now she's somewhere else.
Yeah, so, like, basically, we should go? Like, right now?
We should. Despite your rousing speech, lad, I don't believe the townsfolk will be real friendly towards us now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
I think you're right. I don't really want to stick around long enough to see them turn ugly again.
Yeah. I'd like to live it, please.
Right. So then there's a question of how do you want to go about it? Where?
You did get a ride into town.
How do you want to get out?
Is that wheelbarrow still outside the tower?
It is. And my manacles are on it, so I need to get at least the manacles back.
Oh my god!
I mean, how much
I
gold do we
forgot that
have?
there were multiple plans intended here. That
A lot happened. A lot happened.
We do careful investigation and drag some people away to interrogate them. Nope, let's just go and kill the bad guy. Here, anyway.
Well, it was an unintentional vaporing of a person that
I
kind
really
of
didn't think it would work.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and reclaim your manacles. Do you want to keep the wheelbarrow too?
As long as we can, yeah.
Okay.
I think,
spent good
we
money on
renting
it.
it?
You spent good
No, I
money
bought
on
it.
it. You bought it.
Oh, but,
Yeah.
can we go back to that same lady and just be like,
If we offer you more gold, can we just, like, buy a cart and horses from you and just run?
I think they're gonna do any of this.
I don't know if
If-
they're gonna want to.
Yeah, if you kind of like are looking over in that direction and you can see her weeping in front of two like piles of ashes.
Is
I'm
the
gonna go with
cart
no.
we came in on not waiting for us outside of town? Did we?
Person just dropped you off.
Oh shit. Okay. He didn't want to enter this area like all.
Drogon, cousin, do you have any magics that you can cast on the wheelbarrow to make it go?
You guys can't all fit in the wheelbarrow.
We only need to fit a few of us in there. Like, we can take turns and just run. I don't know, like, as long as we're faster.
Well, we can put skids underneath their legs and just like slide it.
Maybe we can
Here's
just
the
pony
problem.
up some cash and buy a cart off of somebody.
That's what
There's
I was
like
thinking.
a whole ton of people camped right outside of town.
Before we leave, though, I forgot before, but I want to look at the like perfume table or whatever
Okay.
that was.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Yeah, right on. They're still here.
How close is the nearest rail station?
You did ride in on,
Well, we came to town in Ravenston.
yeah, but you did depart from the train at some point to get to where you were.
I was just wondering, maybe it's like longer getting here from that point. There'd be anyone closer to the Alban direction we're going?
Yeah, you guys can. So wait.
We just fast travel?
Okay,
You
there.
can more or less. Yes, we
Yeah.
can do. You make your way out of the place. You get on a train.
We can do that kind
Head
of thing.
head
yeah.
to close to where you want to go. Rent another thing. Is that basically what you'd like to do?
Yeah, plus at our station we could send word to Otto about our success here in town.
Okay.
Good news is the fuckery is done. Bad news is, oh shit.
The bad news is it's going to be real hard to collect taxes.
What'd you get?
15 with these bits being spent.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
definitely very curious about this.
Jordan?
And it was a terribly low roll.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Ahead of time.
It rolled good
Both
earlier,
my
so
armor.
that's why.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. A solid day for roll.
Raise the tower. If you're randomizing enough.
Which one?
No. The DC of 15 was there, and I was
Actually, I'm
like,
just
oh,
gonna
what's
have
that?
like a rain stick next to me. I'm like, come on.
That's kind of cool.
See? It's the randomness.
Most of it is actually perfume, but there is one here that it's kind of sneaked among them that has a little bit of a magical kind of glow to it. It does. We just need to take some time to.
I'll slide that one into the bag without touching it as much as possible.
Okay.
So, one thing that's got me puzzled. It was a celestial, you say.
Let's say you're having this conversation on the
Yeah.
train.
Yeah.
I thought that would be good power.
Well, I mean, that's the thing that sucks about power. Depends on the person using it, I guess.
Well, wouldn't a bad person not be able to access good power? I mean, I'm a mere dwarf who gets hit in the head for a living. How does it work?
I would assume the runes kind of act as a generator of the energies itself, rather than the person. I would imagine if they were stripped from her, she would just suck.
So we didn't find any runes.
Yeah, only good people like me can do the celestial stuff, yeah.
People
Yeah,
like me.
Yeah, we're all good guys, yeah.
They're celestial.
Sure.
Sure.
See, it's got them little tiny wings.
He turns around and shows you his butt.
Sorry about that. Apologies. Didn't think that was
Also,
wings
the
are on his
wings.
hips.
Also the
I'm seeing like the little round cherub.
you know those like the old paintings with the cherubs where there's just like a magical piece of cloth kind of covering there,
got one
and
of
like
those.
that's it.
It's
It just
sort of
floats
just
around.
floats
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
actually wearing it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, all good people, yeah. That's where, because that's where the good souls go.
Oh.
Right.
Even dwarven souls. When I was back in the mountain with our priest, we had a little different take on things.
I'm sure it's all above board. I'm sure that's all works. I'm sure it all works out. I don't know, I'm not privy to every little detail of how we divvy up the celestial spaces. I'm sure it's fine.
As long as I get a forge in the end, I'm happy.
Sure, yeah. I bet there's forges everywhere.
I don't think he's being truthful.
What if he just doesn't know?
Well,
I mean, he got assigned to Mark Bartholomew. He's probably not.
it's okay. I'm resistant to fire damage. Which
That
means
was
I resist
shots fired.
burns.
Just like every other day of the week, Rills is wearing her sassy pants.
So yeah, like, wait. Yeah, are you good? You found everything you wanted to find? Alright, let's...
I assume you're on the train already.
Oh, but
This conversation's happening on the train. You guys are talking amongst yourselves, trying to figure out what to do.
What is Snickers doing?
Yeah, how have you...
How are you
resuscitated him?
transporting Snickers on this very public transport?
Straight jacket.
That's where the wheelbarrow
That's
comes
where the
in.
wheelbarrow comes in.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Straight jacket.
He's not Hannibal Lecter, dude.
What if, alternatively, wheelbarrow, but then we just like wrapped him up in a blanket? We're like, yes, and this is our
Cobaldito.
Yeah.
Burritoed him just completely.
Tuck him in.
Give him a little applesauce packet.
Applesauce packet.
I'm carrying him around like that Wachutu warrior in Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. It's just like
I don't remember.
it's that big guy with the little like feral dude on his back. I don't know if
okay.
you guys remember? I'll have to show you. But anyway, yeah, I imagine he's just like loose. Like I'm not like necessarily tying him down.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like I'm with him. So like
So you're watching him?
yeah, like I kind of have to supervise
For
the guy.
the journey in that case, just roll a perception check.
Okay. God. Like,
See
Does,
if
does Snickers break loose and stab?
Yeah.
oh.
How many passengers do we lose?
Well, I might have to assemble Schindler's List.
Oh, jeez.
No, that was a bad one.
Didn't like that.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
That didn't sit right.
Well, that was the only way I could work in shit, and I'm sorry, guys. Shit. So
Sometimes you get desperate for the puns. We
I
understand.
did. It's terrible. Well, it's an 8.
Okay.
You think you've kept a good eye on him.
Yeah, you do notice though that like people are kind of regarding him with like shock, but then interest, because there have been kobolds out and about in the world. They've been
They've
talked about a little bit,
Sort
This
of new
point.
to the public eye in a sense.
because they've, there's been random ones stealing things from people and stuff somewhere. There's been ones that are kind of
This one seems, yeah, you even hear whispers of, oh, this one seems civilized. You know?
It is weird because like there's a rare as hell tiefling with a rare as hell kobold. Like I'm eventually just going to be like a walking menagerie of just rare items and people.
people do generally avoid you most of the time.
Good.
They are spooked by you, and then further spooked by your title.
Yeah, I mean, they might get stabbed otherwise if they get close.
It's
so.
actually working
So
out.
really,
Yeah.
they're better off. Yeah.
Indeed.
Any other conversations you want to have? Any one-on-ones? Any talking?
Or
to each
anything
other?
important you wanted to convey in your message? Or because you
Oh,
were
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about sending a message to Quinn or to Otto or something?
Don't give them too many questions.
No, I just...
Yeah, we were gonna send a
Things they wanted
message to Otto just to report.
Full briefing on everything that
Yeah.
went down.
Okay.
A little sorry we exploded some people.
Apparently, they were dead already. You know.
Who was the person I worked for before Otto?
The king!
There was like a specific.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was like you had a handler of sorts. Do you have that written down somewhere?
I do.
That would be...
Actually, if I go to this one, I can now ask the AI.
Oh, that's neat.
Maybe dusting these zombies could be spun a different way. We could just say we
Dusted for prints. We didn't find anything.
Are we getting a message back from Otto?
Yeah.
Well, you are sending him information, like, they didn't know about these runes or anything like that. You were just sent, as far as, from, like, Otto's side, and as far as the king knew, you were just sent because it seemed that there were...
investigating a strange occurrence.
Yeah, there were people weren't dying in this town, or that was at least the rumor, and people were starting to congregate there, and that's a
Dear Your
strange
Majesty,
curiosity, and
happy to
so...
report regular people are dying again.
People are dying again. We proved it.
They
Yeah.
weren't
used to
dying
work
because
for-
they were magic angel zombies.
Alandor Olace.
Elandorr.
Who's this?
That's the.
The spy master.
Probably just ask if he has any information about the tower or
Oh, you want
the
to?
doctor.
You're gonna
See if
send.
there's like more information.
You can send him a message too, for
Okay.
sure. Definitely.
Yeah, you're gonna get back a. You look into it, and then a bit later you get another one back that says, as far as we know, has been condemned and no one's allowed to go anywhere near it.
Yeah, Buddy will share that with everyone
The
else.
tower? Is it what-
Mm-hmm.
Well, if no one's allowed to go over to it, it'd be a great place to hide.
And as far as a note back from Otto about finding out all this stuff that was going on and the fact that there were celestial runes, etc.
Yep, he's just like,
And also that they found Bartholomew. I'm assuming they
he's
put
like,
that in
yeah,
the letter
oh,
as
yeah.
well. 'cause-
good work, proceed. You know, they trust you to deal with shit at this point because you've been doing that. Yeah.
Now that we're in a downtime of sorts, can we assume a long rest?
Absolutely.
If that's, can I? Is the amulet that I picked up magical at all?
Yes. What do you want to do with that?
Not touch it. Maybe detect magic and then see if maybe Drogon can help me figure out what's going on with it.
Okay.
I have something for Drogon too. You first.
Find this.
And maybe that potion too.
Write down. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Looking up stuff about it because detect magic is for seeing what kind of magic it is, right?
Yeah.
They have
It's
Brad's book open.
let's just call it warding magic.
Bless you. Bless you.
I know that's not a school of magic, but that's
Abjuration or
That's it.
abjuration. yeah.
Abjuration, yes.
Which again, that's the type of magic that was like prevailing through the whole area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Evocations, explosions.
if I had a pearl, I could just identify it.
Alright.
You can get a pearl sent to you at the next station.
You
Yes,
can,
Otto.
I'll
you
put
can
it in
request
request
this.
then,
Okay, yeah.
I'll still ask.
Okay.
Okay. To look at it though.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
Runaway dice.
Arcana check?
Can I assume advantage because narrowed it down to school at least?
No.
No. No advantage.
Only an 11.
Okay. Yeah, you're also going to kind of confirming this is some sort of not just abjuration magic, but warding magic. If this is a with an 11 and your detect magic, you don't think it's cursed.
It seems relatively safe, but also.
As someone who was cursed once,
Yeah.
Yeah. It is also unusual to find a magical item. The fact that it is even here, in and of itself, is a bit of an oddity if you think about it.
And this is a kind of shimmering light blue kind of glow to it. The gem does.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fancy.
So
probably perfectly safe to wear.
probably.
I think you would put it on if you said that too.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Okay, you want to attune to it? That'll let you know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
I hope the one.
That's very funny.
This is an amulet of mind shield. It works the same way the standard ring of mind shield works.
So this is the item Brad had. For those of you who remember the ring that's gonna suck his soul in if he died.
Except it's not
Except
cursed.
this is not a.
Brad's was cursed.
Brad's was cursed. Yeah.
A lot of stuff that Brad had was cursed.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. His
His
armor was
entire
cursed.
encyclopedia.
Depending on who you ask, the character.
Yeah. Yeah.
But blessed in so many ways. He saved the
Yeah, so,
Oblong's ass, unfortunately.
It makes you immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts. Determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type.
Which is very useful when you also have a disguise, like magical visual disguise.
Creatures can telepathically communicate with you, only if you allow it. You can use an action to cause it, the amulet itself, to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible.
Or if you take it off or die, it will also become visible. So this potentially was not visible in the room unless you had killed the sparrow.
And there is something else going on with it that seems to be locked away from your ability to see it, which you can try to delve into and try to understand. There's something more to it that you're seeing under the surface. Like there's a magical over the top, mind shielding things, and then there's something under.
Seems safe.
You gotta reach that magical community center.
Yeah.
During the journey, did anyone else
Yeah.
want to do anything else downtime or anything else?
Rogan, a bit of a nervous moment back there in the temple. I was hitting things and they weren't hurt. Not as much as I should have been.
Oh, that's right.
The old fist of Rooney's here.
So
Not quite
let's-
able to do the got anything that can help me out.
Alright, I think I might. I'm going to take off one of my infusions. I'm going to take off the armor infusion.
Okay,
Oh,
so
sure.
I had you written down as AC 15 plus 1. I
Yeah,
think the
so
plus
now-
1 was so just straight
So I'm back to
15.
15.
Sure?
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, having a magical is way better than
Okay.
One AC.
16 AC.
Yeah.
If they're going to hit a 16. Just saying.
That's what you do. Magic up the
I have
Fighting rats and stuff.
Okay.
You're just making them plus 1 or what? How's what's the infusion? Because I know there is something for weapons.
Yeah, let me get the
Is it-
actual.
Just so that.
I think it was-
I remember this loosely when I tried to make the cheese alchemist person. It's all the infusion things and it's very interesting. Okay. Confirm that I actually have the right ACs for everybody. Is Buddy's AC 17?
15 or 17.
15 or 17? Ah, okay. So it depends on if you're
Shield.
shielded or not. Okay.
But like an actual physical shield.
Yeah.
Eventually, you do stop at a station for kind of like an overnight kind of thing. There's the standard stuff throughout the whole station, but there's also
So like they're changing trains? At the
yeah,
station?
yeah, to go towards the
Is this
Elven
the
Kingdom,
Is
and
there
there's
some
like
pearls, are pearls waiting for them there?
yes, so you get you do have a pearl that comes in for you, even though you've already figured it out. You hold that in your
Could be
inventory.
very useful for later.
There's like
What was
a
that? You need that for casting certain spells.
Identify.
Oh,
There-
yeah.
is a little ice cream stand here where someone has a burnite powered compressor that you've never seen
It's
before.
very fancy. You see a few very excited kids when they come off the train or are standing there being like, "Mom, Mom!" like that. Whereas there's also a little newspaper stand and a little, just kind of like in Red Cove, little kind of town crier boy yelling out about the news, trying to get people's attention and making sales. And there's just people hustling.
We
and
also buy
bustling. Okay.
Which one do you want?
Oh, if the scrutinizer is available, Rills will buy both a regular newspaper and the scrutinizer. Hell yes!
Oh, yeah, we gotta
Let's
see
go!
what- we gotta see what
Let's
the hell
go!
he's been writing. And yes, it is a +1 weapon.
So this is a couple of days of travel
Thank you.
that passed.
Sure. Okay.
Um,
All right, y'all, check this out. Headline: Still March Death Cult or Alien Cover-Up by our friend Penelope. All right, Still March. The once quote-unquote eternal town is now a ghost town after a series of bizarre events climax with the disappearance of its leader, the self-proclaimed quote-unquote goddess Vespera. The Scrutinizer fearlessly investigates the truth the mainstream media won't tell us. For months, Still March was whispered to be a haven from death, all thanks to the enigmatic Vespera. But skeptic like yours truly smelled a rat. Now the so-called miracles have stopped, with residents vanishing into thin air. Vespera herself has vanished from her fancy hideout, leaving behind only weird scribbles. Coincidence? We think not. And get this, folks. Our sources, who wish to remain anonymous for fear of alien abduction, report that the creepy, never-aging residents have also disappeared. Could Vespera have been some sort of alien queen preparing her dark harvest? Whispers abound of shadowy figures before Vespera's vanishing act. Were they government agents, rival cultists, or, as some theorists believe, could this all be linked to extraterrestrial activity? The eerie silence of the once quote-unquote happy town speaks volumes. Desperate families and nervous scientists now surround Still March. But are they getting the real story? Scrutinizer believes a massive cover-up is underway. What truly happened in Still March? And where is Vespera? We demand answers.
How did you know all that? Aliens.
aliens?
How did we not see that? How did she see it? We should talk to her more.
Yolman, you know how she told us that sometimes they make up stuff to make the story more interesting?
Yeah.
As interesting as the story is in and of itself, I think the alien bit was BS.
Or the aliens want you to think that.
Or that.
Still not
Again,
him. He's
he's
wearing a
one who gets it now.
tinfoil hat.
That was awesome. Thank you. That was very, very cool.
So glad you decided
We're
to buy a
definitely-
paper. We didn't want to be like, get a paper.
Well,
but
you know,
like,
it's one of those things. I feel like I've established this whenever there is the opportunity. Reels does like to read the papers.
the other paper, by the way, is just like a local paper, and it's just talking about like just really boring stuff. There's like, this is such and such general store had a theft happened there, and so is announced their engagement, that kind of thing.
There is advertisements for the new Nikron carriages.
There are.
They're getting fancier and faster.
Reels
that
reads
with one
those out
wheel.
sneeringly.
No one-wheeled ones. They do still have four wheels, like
Yeah.
a standard horse Ravensteed drawn carriage.
How
Definitely.
expensive are they?
They're considerably expensive. So,
They're definitely something for upper class people only at the moment. Although, you could probably rent a driver, a driver with one.
Let's call them a Subaru.
Super driver.
Okay, I'll put that down in the notes. That's fine.
I mean, you think the king might spring for one of us around?
You might.
You'd have to
I
make
don't
a
know.
request.
Lord Quinn might be a little bit annoyed.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a little conspicuous to ride around in that
They-
man's deviltry.
They do have loud noises, and then
Yeah, but you're gonna find swimming underwater with your gills and stuff.
Aye, those are perfectly natural.
On a door.
Perfectly
Natural. Okay.
Lovely.
I didn't build them.
Okay, so where are they right now? Are they just waiting overnight?
Yeah.
Alright,
Why do
so
you have a problem with bathe stuff?
Made by that guy.
so there's gonna
There's dwarf
On
fish
doubles.
and there's dwarf fish.
card or something. Alright, so
yes, you guys are in the Elven Kingdom.
you're successfully, you've gotten much closer to the Yur's place. You changed trains uneventfully. There's time to grab some non-train food if you wanted to and that kind of thing, but nothing occurs in this smaller but big enough for a train station smaller area.
How do you want to get transport out towards the last, like where you think the tower kind of is?
For travel there. There's no train that goes directly to. That would be
we can
ridiculous.
probably rent a Ravens.
Yeah, I think that's
Another
the
Ravens
sensible
Steed
thing.
carriage.
Okay.
I feel like that's sensible.
Do you want to rent it and drive it yourself, or do you want one that has a driver?
I think we should rent it this time. Like, just tell the driver, like, no. We got
Yeah.
Oh, you want to drive it yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think driving it ourselves on this occasion.
And if
in
like
case we
Snake
need
just
to.
accidentally stabs them, then it's not like a bad thing.
That's true. You don't have to worry.
Well, you know, like that, and like when we need to get the hell out of there because we've pissed off another village again, we have a ride.
It's true.
Why you just assume we're gonna piss off a whole nother village? All right, fair.
So you guys get in the carriage and start heading out. It is.
Survival check to navigate.
Yeah, why not? That'll be
Who's
fun.
driving the carriage? Who's up at the front little seat? 2 people can be up there if you'd like.
Who's got a really good survival?
I was about to check. I don't remember.
Okay, survival.
Plus one.
Flat out.
Yeah, +1 for me.
+4.
Oh, there you
I
go.
have a
It's
plus
your-
4, so
The
maybe.
woman is
So
the-
the 2 of
is
you
the
want to
driver.
sit up front then?
Yeah.
All right. Take turns.
With advantage if you want to roll survival.
Yeah, we can help each other.
So what am I doing? I'm driving a carriage.
You're
or a
driving
car?
the carriage and navigating.
It is
it's a
a-
Ravensteed carriage.
It's like a car. Do you have like some sort of?
21.
Oh, like yeah. There's like some weird bonus for driving vehicles, isn't there?
Yeah, this is a
somewhere.
vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Counts.
For you, it's not wheelie.
Oh, that's where's my gun?
Boo, yes.
Jeez. I had to redeem myself somewhat.
Well done.
Did you
Proud of
know?
I don't know. You tell me.
you. So what did you roll? 21, you said?
21. Yeah, you guys have no problem
Yeah.
finding the location of this thing.
Buddy's being like, this is the road here. When there's a Y and the stuff, go head towards this sort of place. And
And by nightfall, you arrive at the tower.
it
But-
comes into view.
Yeah, it comes into view. You can see it off in the distance, and as you get closer, you notice that there is a large wooden fence that has been built out around the tower. I think at like, where's my stupid notes? I wrote things down.
Like a tall. wooden
Yeah,
fence.
pretty tall. At like 300 feet away from the tower itself, this fence has been constructed out around the outside. The road leads up to that you're on leads up to a gate with a watchtower, like a little it goes up a little way, not like as big as the tower is, but like it goes up a bit, and you can see
There's a what?
there's a gate with a watchtower, and on the top of the watchtower you can see a person walking around up there.
Well, that's not a deal.
Say we need to go in on business.
Flash badges. I mean, yeah, beat sneaking in.
Carriage.
If the place, you said the place has been a no-go zone, right? So that's probably somebody on our side
I would hope so, yeah.
keeping out riffraff.
Right.
We're not riffraff. Well, we're official riffraff.
Right. We are operating in an official capacity. Yeah, no, that sounds good. I don't really want to like dig a hole or have to bust through a fence and sneak past people. So yeah, we'll flash badges.
Yeah, it seems like there's somebody walking out in front of the gate. You can see the guy. There's a person up top, and there's a person down by the gate who's come out because they've seen you coming from the tower. As you approach, you can tell it's an elven guard.
Right.
Face.
I'm there.
Face to face. Good
we're bad job. We're here in official capacity. We're doing some. Shoot. I was trying to-
We don't swap out for another 2 months.
No, we ain't
Or
here.
another
to-
2 weeks, sorry.
We ain't here to replace you. We gotta take a quick look around. We're doing some investigations
No,
for the crown.
No, I believe that no one's allowed inside.
Okay, but we're the exception to that because, again,
Like he pulls out a little badge, same as yours.
fuck. Hey man, listen, like my boss is really breathing down my neck around this one. We just gotta go in quick and have a quick look around.
You don't want to do that. There's been a terrible chemical spill. And
Look, I didn't say I wanted to do it. I said I needed to do it.
yeah, but you're not gonna survive. So,
I'll be fine.
would you give me a persuasion roll too?
If everyone would like to make an insight check, you can also feel free to do so.
Oh shit!
Almost made it into my box.
Oh my god. Oh, nat 20.
Oh shit!
Hey,
My
damn.
box.
You know what? Unfortunately,
No, what
like
we
I must have
already
absorbed some of your good luck, so I apologize for that.
No,
You're gonna
thank
give
you
him
very
one
much.
little gift for that.
There's more, yeah.
Shit.
I rolled pretty good for my persuasion, but I made 20.
Ah, nice. Okay, okay.
I just wanted to juice it.
What'd you get?
25 total.
25 total. Okay.
And we're 14.
I'm also gonna roll
15?
15, here you go.
You know,
No.
there's no chemicals were involved in this.
You didn't even need to roll to know that.
Yeah, you know, but you do know it for sure. Also, there's something fishy is going on here with the guards. Something is not quite right.
That's not what you were told, kind of.
Yeah.
From the
it does-
message.
Yeah.
When you say fishy, do you mean that literally?
Oh no! Bum, bum, bum.
Martholomew.
With your nat 20.
20.
So,
What?
just for clarification, what was this again? An insight check?
Insight.
Okay, so 26 total.
Nice. That's
But
powerful.
natural 20. Things go a little crazy.
Yeah, what are you gonna give him?
These
Nat 20
guards
gives you peanuts.
might work for the king, but they work for somebody else. Do you know how you guys kind of work for the king, but you also work for somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is kind of like that.
Oh.
These guys are not... they're not being truthful, they're not being honest, but they're very good liars.
So they do actually have like legit badges.
They do. But they are... that is not their whole story.
Did they mention anything about a tower yet?
I mean, you
So you can see the tower, everybody can see the tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
did
I
mention
mean,
that
the tower
it's
is
poisoned.
right there. The
Yeah.
fence is obviously to keep people out from the tower area.
Okay, I'm
And
sorry.
they're-
I
and
didn't
they-
realize how far back this
Yeah.
or close this fence was.
No, but they did say that you can't go in because there's been like a chemical, like poison or something in the tower, which you know to be false. There's no way that that's what's going on, just based
And
on
in
your
fact-
insight.
The way that they're acting and talking, they are looking for a some sort of code word from Rills as Rills comes and talks, and they're not getting it, and they blocked it out. So they're pleasant with you because you,
They have not
push
drawn
that roll.
blades or anything.
Right.
but they are,
But they're giving us the run.
yeah.
Do I think with this insight, like, are they similar to the like the villagers in any way from?
Oh, like being kind of like glassy-eyed or anything
Well, you know,
like
just
that?
like, do they look like the potential dead people that we could just kind of like get away real quick?
No, they seem very alive.
Okay.
From what you can tell.
But this we've come to inspect the tower thing. This isn't going to work on these guys.
Okay.
So yes, if you'll be just continue along, I'm afraid that we cannot allow you to enter. It really will be. It is far too dangerous. We're not allowed to let anybody
Well, sassafras.
Maybe.
If you, perhaps if you had
Send
some,
a message to the king
Send a message to the king.
get some written sort of
Oh,
like the whole like
let's have
all
the other guard comes down
documents
for sure because
yeah.
they notice there's more of you, and they're like, yes, if you get the right documents, you have the right equipment to go in under, But I mean, I'm afraid that will take quite some time.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Because Rills has the message cantrip, she just like one by one to each of you was like, so sneaking in? Y'all want to sneak in now? Should we just sneak in?
so, yeah.
All right then. Well, we can tell that you're just doing your job, and we ain't gonna fuss you about that. So y'all just be about your business. We'll be about ours.
Inspiration.
Can I roll a deception?
Yes,
I would
please.
love to roll a deception. That's a 23.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're just gonna go down.
They both kind of regard you politely, nod, and head back up to their tower
For the record, was it just the two of these guys
that you
There
have
seems
seen.
to be.
that we have seen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there just one tower?
There's,
There is only one tower.
Because Rills is definitely thinking about whether or not we're going to knock some chunks out.
It is the kind of tower that like you can see the whole of the perimeter more or less. Yeah. Except for the spot directly behind the tower.
I was just thinking about that. I'm like, that's a that's a thing.
What would you like to do? It is night. There's a wood kind of around.
Yeah.
It is spooky. What would you like to do?
We're going to get back in our carriage and
Uh-huh.
leave.
Fantastic. You guys head out.
So you travel until you're out of sight.
Yeah.
Okay.
How would you like to go about this?
Yeah. What's your infiltration plan?
All right. So, what do you think?
Pull out the stealth stamp. Which one of you needs it?
Who is it that has heavy armor or something? Is
I
it
get disadvantage
Drogon?
on mine.
I have disadvantage as well.
And,
Oh.
and I've got a -1 dex.
Drogon.
Yeah.
Disadvantage with a -1. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. I love it.
What does that do exactly? Is it pass without a trace or is it?
No.
It's just advantage on stealth checks, and I can do it. It's like
Pass
part of the
without-
subclass.
Pass without
interesting.
trace would hit home.
Yeah, pass without trace.
But I can
would
only
be
do it on
quicker.
one person at a time, but I can use it like infinitely. So.
That's cool.
So that'll make it a straight roll. For you.
Yeah, instead of
Your
disadvantage.
trickster domain stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. Alright, so when we approach, are we trying to like bust the fence open or like cut a hole through it, or are we digging a hole underneath? Like, what's the plan here?
Just roll over.
It's really tall. I want to climb that.
How tall?
It is like
12 feet, 10 feet tall? It's more than a story.
more, yeah.
Like it's gonna
more than
keep out
10.
all the wildlife that they can help and make
It's
it.
like a 14-foot fence.
I
It's
would
like
agree.
serious.
I have my ladder.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Buddy has a ladder in their
What,
bag.
dude?
That'll get you up, not down, but yes, that will get you up.
That'd be.
It's just a wood fence.
It is just a.
What do you want to do?
Okay, when you say like fence, is it like a palisade, like a big rough cut, or is it like finely rocked?
I mean, it hasn't been like sanded and refined
it's
very
rough.
well, but the shapes are pretty like connected. There's not like big holes in it or
Is
anything
it
like
pointed
that.
on the top?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it is.
They're sharpened.
Really, we could just dig a hole underneath.
You have shovels?
I feel like that would take longer.
I think I actually do have a shovel.
That
There's a lot of
Because
stuff in
how
this
far
bag.
below
thing is so handy. Love it.
All right, fine. We can use a ladder and get up and lower ourselves down with rope. Get pointy wood up our butts.
I like that.
I just wanted to avoid that.
Rails wants to sneak in, but doesn't want to climb a fence.
Exactly.
Look, either way, the stakes are high.
I know he has a crowbar and a shovel.
Unbelievable.
We can look for a weak spot and just kind of push through. That would take a while.
All right, climbing over.
The advantage of going through is we have a way to get out again.
That's kind of what I was thinking about.
Last one over brings up the ladder.
I just hold one of you up. You can maybe get it.
For this group, it would be one of our great challenges would be things on the top shelf.
No, cupboards.
All right, so you're doing the ladder.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. I
Yeah?
think so.
All right, can everybody
Dex.
give me stealth checks first?
I will
Stealth
pass,
and then a dex check, or
I will pass without trace for our
Natural
session,
20.
too.
Oh shit.
Let's go. Still doing it.
24.
Oh my god. Another natural 20.
Dang, Tucker.
All right, the tower.
You're on
I rolled
fire
a nat
today.
20.
You said you do pass without a trace? 13.
With pass without a trace.
Also a natural 20.
Holy hell.
Three
Okay.
natural 20s.
3 nat
Nat
20s.
4?
4 nat
Are you
20s.
kidding me?
What?
I am not joking.
What the
I rolled a nat
actual? What did you roll?
It's a 1.
I rolled a 4 on the die
Okay,
for a
all
minus
right.
1, so it was 3.
Okay. All right.
So,
Amazing.
Okay.
That's
so
weird.
Mine's
That's weird.
gonna
As a group, we
35
have
altogether.
obviously passed this test. So what has
I
happened?
was gonna say like whoever's got the weakest link, they are gonna get caught.
But
Nope.
with all 4 of you so expertly and competently getting up this, you're able to
It's a little bit noisy. We're all just like,
stop. Yeah, like Rill sees a spot where like your armor is about to make like a clang noise, and they catch it before it caught on this thing,
the
and
chains starts getting wrapped around one of the points.
exactly, yeah, and Buddy's like, oh, here, and like stops your foot from slipping and making a loud brrr kind of noise here, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we were gonna make you make checks to get over the thing and stuff like that. No, that's not happening anymore.
4,
yeah.
4,
No, that's
4 nat 20s.
4 nat 20s.
That's crazy.
It's because we were all like,
That was all the Mission Impossible music, definitely.
That's gonna cover you sneaking up to the tower.
We did bring the ladder up. Last one
Yep.
over
Yep.
with us. We can get back over
Do you
again.
want to make dexterity checks
No,
to see if
no,
they hurt themselves in the
no,
process or
they
anything?
got it.
They got
I'm
it. That's
not- I
4
can't
nat
explain
20s.
4 nat 20s.
Yeah, 4 nat 20s and a ladder. They're they gotta be good, right?
So as you approach
Okay.
the tower, there are it's got this big stone tower.
kind of on a desolate, kind of just barren hill sort of space. Not a tall hill, but just like it's raised up a little bit from the ground.
The windows have all been boarded up. It's all very heavily weathered and cracked, and in the moonlight, it is the like peak spooky feeling. Buddy, can you give me a wisdom save?
21.
Yeah. So you can feel the fear flooding back into you as you approach a place that has some bad memories for
juju,
you.
yeah.
But you've experienced a lot since then, and you feel yourself kind of like calm down, and you think about.
Is there a way that you would like steel yourself in this kind of emotional
He's
moment?
probably folding like lots of extra paper planes while we're moving. Like a whole stash of the sacred flame.
Channeling that energy into. I like it. That's good. All right.
You sneak around to the entrance, and there's a big, very closed and boarded up wooden door. But you are a significant audio distance away from the guards at this point.
Armor, pull the nails.
Just
This
keep
is-
stamping you every time you do something.
Yeah, I think that makes sense that you're the one pulling out the nails. You've got the weakest stealth, and everybody else is like looking around, checking things. Any perception checks?
Yes, we'll definitely keep watch.
Jeez.
Wow, all right, 21.
Your dice just really want to go into that box.
It, like, I don't know what's going on here.
Homemade 20.
Hey,
11.
Okay.
that's 2.
20, 21,
24.
24.
14.
Okay.
But he gets to use his
Uh,
good
Is
skills.
that a nugget or no nugget?
Well,
He gets to use his good skills today.
Fails over
Okay.
there and there.
oh no.
There.
Call it a
for
nugget.
rules as well.
Yeah, I get,
No.
I
Oh,
get
you
him
got it,
already.
okay.
I knew the 11 was.
You can
You didn't
hear
question that.
the three of you as you're pulling the wood stuff off. You can hear faint scratching sounds, just very, very barely in the
Behind
distance.
the door or in the outside? When you say
coming
in the
from
distance,
inside the tower, faint scratching sounds. There is sometimes like a shadow that kind of moves by the window a little bit. But
Even though
as you look, it's not there. But you're kind of feeling like something is up inside of this building.
Does the door come off easily? Or?
Yeah, you managed to pull the boards off. There's also like this foul scent coming from the building.
Just
Old mildewy building.
More than that.
Like
So normally you get like old mildewy building. This has a lingering.
smells.
Is it coppery? Like blood? Old blood? Or...
Yes, like old blood, like something has been hurt. You have to get that almost like supernatural kind of sensation from the building itself.
Remember to rock them.
Oh yeah, was that a plus
It is a
one?
+1.
Okay.
Upon entering the stank, Rills fully gets out like a handkerchief and kind of over her. See if she can't reduce it a little bit.
Do anything else?
Are you going to enter the tower in any specific way or order?
I'll go first.
Buddy will gladly go last.
Buddy, can you tell us anything about what we might find in here? The layout at all, or inhabitants?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, and new to the situation, I don't think they had a full
There
concept
shouldn't
of the
be
layout.
inhabitants.
There shouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeoman, if you're gonna go first, take Raven with you. She sees real good in the dark.
All right. Hey, Raven.
But I'm just saying that
Yeah, no,
puts two people who see real
no,
good
I-
in the dark up front. So yeah. Hey, Raven.
Hey, what's up, girl? Just trying something new.
Oh, okay. I don't hate it. It's like, what up, girly? Is that okay? You and Yolman are gonna be up front, just scouting we're just scouting the towers. Probably nothing dangerous, I hope. And if it is, you ain't gotta do no fighting.
Okay. Invisible.
Yeah.
And you just feel like the little imp claws, just like a yeah.
Hey, look, to the left.
It's down, just right there.
Yeah, so you're gonna hop in?
Yep.
Creak open the door. There's all, the
Just
terrible...
a quiet creak.
Who doesn't have dark?
I don't know. Buddy
doesn't
also
have dark
does not.
vision.
It's just you and
You
Raven.
you
I'll creep-
do know that
Creep ahead.
if you create a light, the guards will almost certainly see it.
Until the door's closed.
Well, there are
There's
windows.
windows
They're
and
gaps.
stuff.
They're not boarded up like full sheets of plywood. That's not
Basically,
a technology
I
they
feel
have.
like Buddy and
so
Rills
much.
just kind of hold up the rear because we're not going to be able to see as well.
Mm.
So everybody else is in front. We're also
Do you have a
here.
lantern? Just torches.
I have it. I have a hooded lantern
But,
that I usually
light
cast
as
light
well.
on.
but we are trying to be stealthy.
I mean, maybe if you had the lantern hooded, in case we get jumped by something, you can just pop it open so you're not in the...
I just cast light on myself too.
Oh, alright.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, give Raven and Yeoman give me perception checks as you come in here. See.
Either that or you can
you-
just roll with advantage because she's with you.
Yeah, she could
Yeah.
just give the help action.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Perception.
Did it take us more than an hour to get in, do you think?
More than an hour to what?
Get in? Because I have passed that trace, so I'm going to concentrate until I have to stop.
Oh, I don't think it would take you an hour to get from the fence to here at all. No, it's not that
Why are
long
you
of a.
rolling?
You probably still easily have like 50 minutes or 40. And, so, is it? Did we talk about there being like let's see, this and then two that are just little.
I like that.
So like lots of little, like, tiny-
21.
Oh, okay. So, the DC for this was 20.
Yeah.
But you do, as you're looking around, kind of like peering through the room, you are seeing this bottom floor is it's a large, dusty room. It's a stone floor, obviously. There are papers and journals scattered about, most of them dirtied and molding beyond the ability to read anymore. But there's also around the room stacked up are animal pens.
What?
Animal
Cages.
pens, cages.
Cages for
Yeah.
I'm like, animal.
Yeah, like with a little
No,
tiger
she's
head
stationary.
racer and like Lisa Frank, you know.
Fortunately, nothing that fun.
That's a horror.
The next room you encounter a bunch of trapper keepers.
However,
There are
oh god.
some of the cages are very rusted and broken. The doors pulled off. Spots that look like claws have gone through the metal pieces and just torn and bent things down now. The first thing you kind of see is fading in and out of the floor, behind things, moving through walls and the cages themselves, skittering around are small, incoherent, hard to place creatures popping around.
Tiny little
They're
things.
like, like a small,
like rodent kind of sized things,
Mhm.
mostly. Some slightly larger.
shifting in and out of visibility entirely. Glowing kind of spectral creatures. But somehow, through the corner of your eye, you are able to catch a glimpse of rummaging around, almost doing an action that you feel like an animal would do, are two much larger creatures. Larger than you, but faded, so that if you look at them directly, they disappear. But if you're looking them out of the corner eye, you can see this beast, just kind of like
Two of them or what?
two of them, yeah, in different parts of the room.
They have not noticed you.
Yeah, because you just basically opened the door and kind of took a step inside to look around.
Do I have any monk shit for this?
Do I have any monk shit?
You do see stairs going up to the next floor of the towers.
Well, your perception is key.
Wow. That was
Yeah.
That was I put it through the top piece and it's little.
Give me just a second, please. I was stunned by that.
Man,
I was just taking
so many rolls have happened tonight where I'm like, that won't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess that
It's
was
fun.
somebody else.
You guys are
Get ready to play.
skipping a lot of content.
It's
I thought I
good.
had something where I could learn about. No, I guess that was that ranger I was playing last.
Oh.
week.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a ranger.
I'm glad their rolls are on point.
Oh,
Mine are
something
gold.
where you spend a little bit of time studying something and you
Yep.
learn stuff.
I'll signal back to the people behind me. I'll point to where the big beasties are.
Okay.
There is one next to the stairwell. It's actually kind of half faded into the stairwell.
Do a couple of us have fairy fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
If
Probably.
they're ghosts, maybe Buddy could.
I'm gonna piss off a bunch of ghosts.
Bunch of little ghost mice just go
Just go.
turn on dead.
If you want to use Turn Undead on the first floor of a creepy tower, you go right
Yeah.
ahead.
I think that'd be a bit of a waste necessarily.
Only do it once.
I would I would honestly like if Gilliman has shared that information where you can't quite look at him and see him properly. I would say fairy fire the shit out of these guys.
But how can somebody do that if they can't see it?
You could direct them towards a thing that's.
Yeah, because you cast it in an area, right?
Yeah, although if they don't have dark vision, it's an area you can see technically.
You said there was a special glove to them.
There is.
But it's very, very faint.
You can't, but not when you look directly at them. Like if you're seeing them out of the corner of your eye. And this is that was a DC 20 for you to perceive them in the dark.
Nope.
Nobody can cast fairy fire.
You sent, so I'm getting a sense of hostility from these creatures.
They don't have fairy fire.
Not at the moment. They don't know you're there.
They are currently
but
busy.
there's two of them that are very big.
Yep.
And they are not.
And by
human
big,
either.
you mean like bear-sized big. Like
They are large creatures, but they're not creatures. They're ghosts.
Should I throw something and see if they go with that while we sneak by?
Worth a shot.
Or have Raven or something.
Oh yeah. Hey Raven.
Yeah.
You can make some noise to draw away the big ghosty beasties.
do I have to?
I mean, I'm not your boss.
Okay, sure, whatever. Fuck it.
Raven's like, I have autonomy.
All right. Raven, what do you want Raven to do? Pick up something and throw it? Make actual noise with their own body?
Well,
like,
no, I think
drop.
I think if Raven were to pick something up and toss it in the direction so it made a clinky noise.
I'm gonna need Raven to make a stealth check.
I am invisible. Does that make any difference?
Nope.
Oh wait, I don't roll. I'm not Raven. You're Raven.
We still pass without trace too.
Oh yeah,
Plus
they
10.
have a plus
Trace?
10.
Cool, love that.
That's amazing.
Raven's normal self is +5, so this should get +15 to this roll.
That's pretty good.
And it was a 16 on the dot.
Dang,
shit.
that's like 31.
Yeah.
So sneaky. So
Cool.
throwing of a.
I was excited for a second because I got a 17 over here, but here we are.
Even without the pass without trace, that would have been a 19.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So they hear. You all hear the like.
Oh no, it would have been a 21. I can do math.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a loud clonk
Okay.
that happens in the most convenient corner, kind of the round tower. Is it round?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, go.
Okay.
So they all have stealth already, but they're trying to move quickly. Should we make them roll another stealth check?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to. This is not sneaking around from guards. This is an entirely new situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have
Yeah.
advantage because of the clanking?
No. But I will tell you that you need to beat a 17.
Where is the staircase in the tower? Is it on the wall?
Yes.
But pass without trace is still active. So.
Yes, you
Oh.
still all will have a
Yeah.
plus.
Oh wait, no,
10.
I have my bonus. Sorry. No, I'm good. Still good.
What did you say they have to pay?
17.
17.
So plus 10.
From past life.
Tucker, what did you roll?
No, I still can't math. 21. I can't math. I cannot math.
Who needs
I made the
math?
same
It's an
mistake
8 on
the
the
second
die.
time.
18.
It's 18, because you got the
Oh,
the
That's
stuff.
an automatic
plus
18 even
29.
before you had your.
Oh, that pass without trace just saved your butts.
So
Sure
It
did.
does though. It's such a good skill.
there's two 17s here, a perception versus a stealth. What
Oh, no.
occurs?
Oh,
Hang on a second.
Oh.
which beats which?
I would like to have an encounter here.
Oh.
I think it would be fun.
Because you have disadvantage. Is that what you're?
Yeah, so I actually never. I should have rolled disadvantage on that nat 20. I forgot.
Oh,
Did
no,
you
that's
roll?
okay.
Oh no,
So-
wait, because it was a flat roll because it gives you advantage, right?
No, it's only if I hit you with the stamp, but it was on Drogon.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
That's okay. Don't worry
But,
about
yeah,
that. That's in the
uh,
past. But what did you roll the
So it
second
was a
time?
20.
Okay, yeah, you're still super good.
20
Absolutely good.
totals.
Um,
Rolled like our dude.
Yes, but the question of perception versus stealth, where both were 17.
Roll. Reroll. It's a roll off.
Yeah, let's do another roll.
Yeah.
Flat roll?
Okay. I like that.
Flat roll.
12.
8. Woo! All right, skipping all the content. Cool.
What now, Ghost Bear?
You guys head up to the second floor, and we will go to break while I find something else to have happen.
What you do is the bears phase up to the next floor, so we still have the same encounter.
That very well maybe would
They're
occur.
spectral bears, right?
They are.
Two more very similar, eerie, spectral shapes.
Spectral pandas.
They're not bears. That's the thing.
Well, they are bears.
They are the
spectral
bears
giants.
of bad news.
They're not
They're not
bears. They're
bears.
just bear size.
They're bear sized.
Just trying to
Okay.
help people.
We'll be
Take a
back
break,
in
get
just a
some
moment.
drinks, have a snack.
Yeah. Intermission.
like bring the burger over and then they just like throw it on their lap.
Everybody.
Of course.
Everywhere.
Oh, and they
go.
like grab the burger and they just squeeze it all the way through, so
Yeah,
everything
well,
comes
it
out.
falls down on them. Yeah.
Infomercials are great. like
Your
that.
nuggets are fused.
I think we need a sensor now.
Are we back yet?
We are.
Twitch just bans us
Said
immediately.
hi.
Inappropriate content.
Hey! Technically counts as one nugget. Did they short you one?
So,
Mm-hmm. Bonus.
Okay.
you guys just barely sneak back up into the second step.
Put one step, one of them goes back. But the foot's already gone off screen.
Yeah, it's pretty close. This is a larger laboratory. Those of you who can see, well, those of you who cannot, there's some moonlight shining in various spots that kind of make your way around, but you might bump into some things that would make some noise.
I will cheat and look through Raven's eyes when we get to the top of the stairs, but then switch back to my own non-dark vision.
Just to kind of get a lay of the land.
Yeah.
Okay. There's tables that have been broken, scattered instruments, there's shelves, there's stains of strange colors on the floor.
Black.
Lots of notes and there's still a little moldy with some scratches on it. Those of you who can see, perception checks. So yeah.
You want us
Can't
to
make us see things.
Nope. Only if you, I mean,
Others can listen.
mhm.
Oh, is it not the one I got? But it's still an
60. 13 plus 3. You're
18. Yeah, 20.
Who's successful and who am I giving a nugget to? Who gets
Butterfly,
gumption?
what are we doing? We're here to find.
We assume Dr. Birdwood is somewhere.
If she is, we're killing her. We got it.
Possibly. We need the celestial rooms. We need to stop her.
Assume Bonnie's got a slight vendetta, at least.
So, what were the rolls again? I'm sorry.
13.
13,
18.
18. Did you? Anybody
Buddy
else?
is
Oh, Buddy
can't see,
Not-
and
not-
neither can Rills
but-
really, unless you want
I
to
don't
use
think
the
either of us decided to roll.
No, I think Buddy's just like on one of the people's
Oh.
that can see shoulder. and
What
It's like
about
9.
Raven?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, roll.
I
You
imagine.
said you were going to Raven's eyes.
I imagine Raven would let you know if there was something going on.
Yeah, alright.
Need somebody else to get a familiar that's innately
Perception is
random.
wisdom.
Any chance your imps can see weird stuff like people?
The thing that her imp eyes do is she has double sight, so she can see it.
Oh, that's useful.
She's rolled a 10.
For total 10. Alright, so should I be handing these over?
Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah, nuggets.
Hey, nuggets!
Oh no.
He's already gone.
There's also some ones on the wall that are small bare bones themselves.
Is there a third level? Is there
There's more stairs
There
going
are
up.
more stairs.
Yeah, you know this is. You saw this tower from a distance. There's quite a few
Fairly
floors.
tall.
I assume those stairs are on like the other side of the room. Or he just
Other side of the room. Yep. What do you want to do? There are various papers and things around here and stuff. I don't know. What do you want? Do you want to?
There are small rooms that you could investigate. Some of them, the doors are askew, some doors are not.
Does there look to be like a way to summon the critters in this room?
To summon? Like you mean like a summoning circle kind of thing, like on the ground,
You know, like
or like what do you mean?
Dinner bell triangle.
Yeah, like a
something like that. Like, you
instruments?
know, like if you've got guard dogs or something like that, you know, and you want them to come back so you can put them in the holding cell, there's usually a way to get a hold of them.
You mean investigation check?
Do we know? Hold on. Do we know that this was used for experiments? I don't know what we know versus what Buddy knows.
I think Buddy's told you everything that I have relayed across it out loud.
Part of what Buddy was telling us got muddled,
Mm-hmm.
so we do know that these were probably cells for
The
experiments.
things that get muddled from Buddy are more like the nature of what happened to them, in particular. I would say. So
Everything
you
else
would
around
know
that
that
is-
there was like kind of a mad doctor doing research. You do know that.
So that's not
You did see in the first floor. You did see lots of cages, more specifically animal cages, varying sizes. These up here in the second floor are not cages. These are doored small rooms.
Right. So, like, I guess in Mark Thalu's head, and like, that's what I had. Like, I was like, okay, like, if you've got some critters in the tower, like, they're kind of hanging out, but maybe there's a way to, like, recontain them, and, like, maybe you would have to, like, get them into the room first, and, like, you ring a bell for it or something.
Just give me an investigation check. That'll be fun.
I rolled a, you know what? I'm not sure if that was the old one. Let me do it again. Oh, 13 anyway. 16.
16. I think with the 16, you can tell that this isn't. These are people rooms up here.
Not animals.
That the animals were probably meant to stay in the cage all the time, almost. This is a lab. This is, this isn't.
Not a
Things
zoo.
that she was doing experiments on were physical things, people and animals.
Do the doors have bars or windows on them or anything like that? Solid doors.
They're solid.
They're solid doors. So they're open at this point.
Yeah, most of them are at least askew.
Yeah,
What door?
they are heavy wood doors. Yeah.
They're all open.
Yeah.
Locks on the outside?
Give me an investigation. It's dark.
No. That one's 3 on the die.
And you need to have foresight.
Wow.
Brogan. Give me a charisma, sir.
Well, very like this guy by default. 13.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
You passed.
You get like a cold feeling come over you
Yeah,
for
like
a
a
second.
chill goes up your spine.
Is that
Yeah. Yeah.
And because you have dark vision, you do see like just a little wisp of movement kind of from behind you.
The locks are all on the outside. There's no inside locks.
definitely it?
Sounds great.
I'll start looking through some papers that are scattered.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an investigation.
19.
Oh.
You find some papers and writings that aren't fully like obfuscated and obscured and ruined and moldy, etc. You know, where the ink hasn't leaked everywhere. See
Lots of like notes about vitality, death, essence.
kind of documenting and postulating on experiments that were happening
Yeah,
here.
amounts of times that things have been under.
I don't.
Yeah.
Under?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you don't either.
you don't either.
Yeah.
I don't understand. So that's what it says.
It's like the time frame is like 6 hours. 6 hours.
That's what I meant. Like, is it time or like under, literally on like this one?
Oh, not like under 6 hours, but
No, I'm
subject
you said
under 6 hours.
subject under
Yeah, just the word under.
6 hours.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's somebody's personal notes.
Yolan,
Chemical.
give me a charisma saving throw.
With charisma?
You are. Yep.
Here. One gumption for you. It starts.
Yeoman turns around and just starts screaming. It isn't his voice. Yeoman, you're watching this, you yourself do this.
You shall never recover the Necronomicon!
There we go.
Oh
He doesn't say that, but there's
yes.
there's like it's the first time he's ever used his mouth, kind of feeling.
Does
Like,
it, does it sound like a language even if we don't understand it, or does it just sound like...
It sounds like noises for the moment.
Okay. Oh, hey Raven Sugar, you can come over here away from Yolan if you want to. I would not blame you.
The power of Morden compels you. The power of Morden compels you.
Are you casting an actual thing, or are you just trying
No,
to
he
do a
doesn't
cold
have
bullshit?
anything.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm just making sure.
Do I have any control, or is this just
Unfortunately, for the moment, you are
You are
incapacitated.
incapacitated at this moment. Do we want to let them know what's going on more?
No.
Let them
No,
roll for understanding?
Just
I'm learning how to DM. You got.
Just wait.
Okay, I will wait.
You ever heard a scene from Bruce Almighty?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
that is very much-
Yolan's doing.
Exactly that. Dude, I love that.
I will say you guys have been so far trying to be quiet in here. Yolan's not being quiet.
I'm gonna approach him. Oh, manacles. Oh, many happy returns from that to the temple.
Do I resist?
The manacles?
Try this against behind his back so that he doesn't possessively destroy us.
Give me a sleight of hand check. Wait, what are you doing?
You need to counter roll, don't you? I might be wrong.
No.
No.
5.
Okay. Yeah, this whatever's going on here, Millman's dexterity is still top notch, and he is
His body
moving
lurches
quickly.
away.
Millman, can you punch Bro as far as you can? Attempt to. Oh, if they want.
No one's twice.
Those nice weapons you gave him.
7 bludgeoning.
Do I think protection from evil and good would help?
Perhaps.
Um,
What does the spell say?
I'll hand it to you.
You get thumbs up position.
It gives another advantage on the save if they get a second one.
Does he get a second signal?
That's why I wasn't sure if it would work or not. If not, he's just gonna put it on himself.
Everyone gets see what happens.
The possession lasts.
It's funny because I did
until
ask about PvP.
the spell.
Am I still me? Like I'm just like trapped inside watching.
You're
my body do
watching.
this?
Yes.
I'm thinking, oh, that's a crush.
Hey, Unfortunately.
Well, since the element is screaming, I'm just gonna cast it on myself.
Good idea.
And drop concentration on Pass Without Trace.
What do you mean?
I'm just thinking about stuff. You're fine.
Okay. So you just take that hit?
I'm kind of like stuff.
But he cast a spell on himself.
Jill's gonna look through Raven's eyes so she can see. She's gonna move over to go. Use her frost gloves to put some cold into it. Hey, snap out of it! Snap out of it!
We'll just let you, dude.
It was a magic item I got.
Did you get the text for it? Or
Yeah.
how that magic item works? Like, are we trying to damage you?
No, they don't slip on ice, and they don't, and they produce cold.
Yeah, I'm just using the ability to produce cold because I don't really know what's happening, and I'm hoping some kind of like sensory input will maybe.
Yeah. Attack. Rills.
No natural 20.
13.
Where's it?
Nope. Well, that didn't work.
See, hold it there if I control it. Just gotta. You see the fist not fly.
Like
I missed.
Great. Ullman is then like, escape.
Not in his bodyguard.
Alright. Didn't want to have to do this.
Fear.
I pull out my bagpipes.
Okay.
And I bardically inspire Philemon to resist in the most Scottish way possible. I just I shove him. Fight it, Tabio!
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Give me a performance check.
Secrets and lies. Oh shit. Performance is 22. 18 out of that.
Nice. That's a beautiful song.
Oh, that's
We'll use the power of the bagpipes. No! Or wait, you're bardically inspired? Will that count?
We're taking that into account.
Yeah.
1d6. Gotta add it before you know the result.
What did I fail to get last?
Oh,
14.
14 is enough.
Hey!
Save your.
Songs of the old country.
There you go.
Did you leave Snickers in the carriage?
I would assume so because he's not known for his stealth and not stabbing people.
Yeah.
We need stealth with slight stab resistance. Or withholding, I guess we should say.
The staircases. So with the beautiful notes of your bagpipes, you've inspired Yoloman or terrified the possessing spirit a little bit, perhaps.
Phasing up through the floor.
Ah,
The
shit.
noise of it, regardless of the result on Yoloman, is that those two large lumbering creatures from below
Oh,
How
drawn
did I
interest.
feel about that? Did it have a particular vibe?
Roll an
yeah,
insight.
insight.
Roll an insight.
Because it's
Because you were directly affected by it, this will fairly low DC, right?
yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, no, I think you felt fear, desperation, it felt lost, but it also was concerned that you shouldn't be here. Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, let's get some.
Let's do one.
Bounce out.
Ah, son of a bitch.
15.
12 on the die.
Well, this one.
I got a 19.
19 for Buddy.
Plus 3.
What are you good?
He's 12 a.m., 12 p.m.
Okay. What's theirs?
So 15.
Program was an 11?
Mm-hmm.
Buddy's 19. Got it. Okay.
Start organizing these if you want to start.
Buddy, you're up. You can see these two things phase up in through the floor.
Can I see
It is dark.
Can Buddy see them?
No.
You could
But I will
roll a
let you use-
perception check to hear this.
If you would like to use your lantern, I will let that as a free action. You can turn the lantern.
Yeah, because he just tooted the bagpipes, so. At this
Should I
point.
make a roll for the gardens?
No, no,
They're
no,
far
they-
enough away
don't worry
that the
about
sound won't hit them.
Don't worry about that. We'll
Yeah, and he'll keep it really low to the ground.
Okay. The room kind of floods with light, and everybody kind of that doesn't have dark vision. Actually, even if you do, your eyes readjust as the lantern lights up. See that spectral more things shifting. What they actually were at yeah, it's a one space away.
It has, there's a 5 squares of
Around the back
space.
of Bartholomew away from it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm being used
Like
as
this?
Further away.
This way? Okay. 5,
I feel like turning on a light
10,
and seeing
15,
some monstrosity next to it.
25. So yeah. So you're against the wall there, kind of.
Yeah.
All right. This is just like the walkable area. There are like doors and rooms kind of along the outside of this space as well. Did you want to go into one of those?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I also don't think he's going to use any spells on.
So just movement.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, it is Rills. DM and Yoloman on deck.
Rills is going to move forward just a little bit. And I'm going to use a sorcery point to do Twin Spell on Hell's Lash and cast it at both of these.
Is that a savings throw for the two of you?
It is a saving throw. It is a Constitution save. DC is 14.
Both of them fail.
Excellent. So, going to take damage and be tethered.
What is the tether?
This is
This
like
is a
Witch Bolt.
continuous damage.
Just like Witch Bolt. Every round they can take
Okay, but it's not a physical.
No.
No, it is not. It is not physical. It's just a magic. Alright. They take 10 fire damage now. They take additional damage at the end of their turns. They can make the save again to attempt to
This and the non-magical.
It's
Separate, right?
all together. I think
So
this is.
non-magical elements or magical elements, right?
I,
Oh no, there's that. Okay, those matter. Okay, all right, got it.
oh, do you see the
so
the little?
yes,
the
yeah.
semicolon,
Semicolon. Okay. Got it. So you want to describe the fact that happened like that?
Yeah, it's like the fire isn't like really sticking to you. Like normally when they burn, it's like there's no physical form to really make a connection.
You
It
don't
is
feel
taking. It looks like it's affected by it. It doesn't like it,
but it's not taking the amount of damage that you would expect.
Okay. Well, crap.
Who is next? Is
It
there
is
anything
our,
else?
it's our turn once first.
No, just
Yeah, I know.
They take fire again.
It is the start of their turn.
At the
Okay.
start of their
Do
turn,
they make a save at the start or the end?
Yeah. At the end,
Got
they
it.
make a save to try and untether themselves, but as long as they are tethered, they take an additional 7 damage.
Okay.
Play it crack.
They let both of these two let out this horrible noise. I need everybody to make a wisdom save. Actually, only one of them.
Only one of them does that, yeah.
The one that you hit, makes that noise.
Well, I mean, I did.
Is it a wisdom?
Oh, you hit both of them?
Yeah, it's twin spell.
Twin spell.
Yeah, they've both been.
But one of them lets out the terrible.
This one lets out the roar, and this
That's
one cut forward. This is an action. Is that the idea?
I'm not
Make sure-
sure.
This is an
I
action.
mean,
And this is also an action.
That's right.
prepared to find out.
I'm gonna burn these two to make 15.
Also,
Ah.
I'm also going to
15.
burn these to make 15.
Oh.
There's
Okay.
really no
Wisdom.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably a flat roll for me.
I'm also shooting for a 15.
I got
Oh my
15.
god. Everyone is
Bet down
Everyone's going.
We're hoping.
going for a
Really
15.
Right at the farm, boys.
Is everybody done adjusting their soak words?
I got a flat one.
Like,
So
it's the start of-
let me get that there 15 there.
All right.
Everybody's saved.
Everybody is saved.
None of you are frightened.
Congratulations.
But you do feel that like shiver go over you. Rules.
Does the
Okay.
protection work for that?
Against frightened?
Protection
I don't know.
from
It
good
says
and
frightened.
evil.
I just wasn't sure if these are undead. I'm assuming they are,
They are. They are undead.
but he's good.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus. 24 hit.
Ooh,
Yes.
Only one of them were?
Yes. That is 10
This
yeah.
is written really weird. It should be
Yeah.
like that, but it's +4. Plus 9.
Let's wait. Hold on. I'm gonna change.
Seems wrong to you?
Yeah. I didn't double check this.
You get radiant energy too. These two. Wait on my turn.
See, because then that was all additionally. I don't want to do it additionally. So I'm gonna say you take 5 piercing damage and 5 necrotic damage.
Ah, oh, I see.
Okay.
It's necrotic.
I'll tell you what I'm not. That's from you.
And that was a bite, and then the claws come out at you. 22, rolling real high. Sorry.
That also hits.
Eight slashing damage and another 5 necrotic damage.
The first two took 10.
No?
Oh no. That's
Alright, so is that all of the actions for the DM?
Yes,
the two-
that is the end of our turn.
You do also see kind of popping up through the floor, just lots of little curious, ghostly faces of tiny little creatures, coming, some from the ceiling, some from the floor. Just you have an audience, you feel almost of curious tiny critters that are very not tied to this plane. They keep kind of phasing it in and out and watching with big eyes. It is Yoleman with the Mark Paladin on deck.
Okay. Get off a hurry, you big beastie.
Wade in with the first two attacks. Let's see. 23.
That'll hit.
And the second attack is a 23.
That'll all, well, surprise. That'll also hit.
That's 7 plus 11. It's 18 points of damage on two
I got
Two
hit
magical.
twice, so I had to roll twice.
magical punches.
Okay.
Hell's lashes.
And then let's see, bonus action. It worked twice. Maybe it'll work 3 times.
Kick him in the dick.
Ooh. 12.
12
To hit?
Yeah.
is a hit.
Oh, okay.
That just hits its
It is
AC.
a hit.
For 7 more damage.
So it's a total of how much damage?
These are magical attacks.
Yep. I'm taking note of that.
It was a total of let's see, 22, 7, 29.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Did you get the +1 for the gloves?
Yes, I made it up magic.
Nice.
Okay. It's growling angrily.
Oh yeah, Bartholomew.
It is now marked with Drogon on deck. Drogon.
Okay, I'll try and use that OK Boomer blade.
Sorry if I was distracted. I was suddenly doing audio stuff.
Dr. Wolfman let us know we needed to fix things.
Well, 12 managed to hit.
It's worth it.
Yeah, 12 hit, but I gotta make sure that I
You gotta have a +4.
To your attacks? Yeah.
You're doing
You
like
at least
booming
have a
blade, right?
+4.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that's
It's like,
Yeah, it's a melee attack. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, I do have that.
should be your charisma score.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, spell attack +6. There we go.
Okay.
So yeah, I got a 13.
A 13?
Plus 6.
8 plus 6?
Or 14, excuse me.
Yeah. That does it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all
Math!
They
Good at
never
math,
asked me
bad
to
at
do math
arithmetic.
things when I went to Bard College. Oh, terrible damage. 5, 1 plus 4 piercing.
5 damage to the blue one there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Easy. That's enough.
the one we've been slapping.
Oh. What do you mean? What do you mean that's enough?
That's enough. According to unless the stat's wrong,
No, that's right. What do you mean? Oh.
that's enough.
Then so when the players have killed the creature, you turn to the person who kills it.
Well,
and
I'm
say,
just I wanted
How
to
would
let
you like to do this?
I wanted to let you know.
I did. You didn't need to.
because- Okay,
I'm
all
good.
right. Well,
Sorry, that-
Mark Tholomew, how would you like to do this?
Well, you know, because I wasn't necessarily expecting it. I'm just like, all right, Lucky, let's do this. Ha! And then it's just like, oh shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, the spectral form of it kind of like fades and like filters out and turns into kind of like a blue smoke that evaporates.
But as that's happening, it's also like flickering in and out of existence.
Okay, that can't be good. Anybody know what that's doing? That's not supposed to do that.
Hopefully going away.
Something tells me that's not what it's doing.
Did it disappear, or did the other one disappear?
The one that you've been fighting disappeared. The one that's taken damage. The other one is still very much, still kind of flickering in and out, but not as dramatically.
Drogon,
End of the round.
unless there's something else you want to do, bonus actions or anything.
No, I moved, I stabbed it, and if it moves, it takes more damage.
It can no longer move.
It is very dead.
Takes
so-
more damage in the aftermath.
I
Yeah,
don't believe that.
You said it's floating up and away,
That's
right?
not an option for it, unfortunately.
Its ectoplasm explodes.
Yeah.
I thought it
At
would
least
have
these
a much
things
more
don't
spirited defense.
Oh.
I'm going to booming blade myself.
No.
Nope, I'm sorry.
I didn't hear that one. Didn't hear that one.
I've heard worse, but still shot.
Hey,
Okay.
there they are!
Okay.
Man, you're showing up finally. I found it. Nice.
So with booming blade, does this max the thunder damage on that die too?
Yeah.
And do I also roll the additional die for it?
Yeah.
What do you mean additional die?
Because it crit.
Mm-hmm.
So our
thunder
standard
Maximum amount of
house
damage you
rule-
could have done
plus
plus your dice.
Yes, yeah. You
Yep.
roll your dice roll for damage, and then you also apply maximum amount possible.
Yeah.
But you only apply your like ability modifier once.
It's just booming blade makes things weird as additional spell die.
Mm-hmm. But that is included in the damage of the attack.
There it is.
Thank you, Drew Wolfman.
18 plus 26 damage altogether.
Okay.
26 damage. Okay. And that's thunder as well as
Thunder and magic slicing.
magic
Slashing.
attack. Okay.
Anything else? Bonus actions? Oh.
35.
Yeah, he can
Mobile.
disengage.
Oh, mobile.
Yeah, he can disengage without a
Yep, he took the I'm running away from you feat.
the
I took-
roguey in and
How
out.
much damage you do?
22. You
Yes,
said
sounds
right?
right.
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
It's been seconds after I've said it, that information was deleted.
Yeah, that was temporary memory storage only.
Top of the round, buddy.
With Rills on
Can I
deck.
see the one other figure that's sitting there? Is it also still flickering in and out?
This guy over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. You can see them in the light. Yeah. They haven't moved.
They haven't done anything yet. No.
Chilling there?
Yep. Seems to be at the moment.
I'm just gonna keep going along the wall that direction,
Towards-
avoiding it.
Towards the ghost
Kind of.
figure? Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Like there?
Yeah, I'll just pass right by it.
Okay.
25,
Yeah, and then closer to Drogon.
30.
What is that?
This is a ghost.
Yeah,
That you was possessed you.
Oh.
That was what was in your body.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of standing there. I will ask where this ghost is from and like point to the doors along the wall or like downstairs.
You're talking to
give me
the
a
ghost directly?
Persuasion check.
Or some kind of, charisma.
Oh, they're all -1, so. 18.
Oh.
Nice. Can it communicate?
And it just kind of points at the little this
The
Is it
room.
like a door I
chamber.
just walk past kind of thing?
yeah.
I'll go back. Head that direction with the
You
rest
wanna
of
go
his...
into that little room?
Yeah,
Where do you
he'll...
ask it?
I just asked where it was from. He'll go that direction, kind of loop around, and he'll use his action to move.
Okay. Yeah. There's a room over there.
That's all
Oh,
I can do.
you're gonna dash then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Do they use an... Okay,
Their action is.
so they're not going to
move.
look this... Oh, it's dark. They can't see.
The lantern is fine.
Oh, they have the lantern. That's right.
He
Everything's
does, but
fine.
he's gonna do like a deep investigation next turn.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right, Rils, DM on deck.
Well, I sure don't want to get any closer to the ghost creature than I have to, so I'm going to cast Hellfire at it. This is a charisma saving throw. DC 14.
Well, hold on, wait. We rolled fairly well on the die, but it depends on what the charisma
They
is.
fail.
It fails.
Okay.
As a -2
This is
to
Hellfire,
charisma.
which does
Okay.
mixed damage. So it does fire and necrotic. So I'm actually going to roll these separately.
Interesting.
Yeah, you do need to
Okay.
roll some separately. Yeah.
All right, so it deals 3 fire
Okay.
and then
That seems to affect the creature.
3 necrotic.
And that
which
seems to do
seems
nothing.
to do nothing.
Yeah, well, I was kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a
Wait.
shot.
These are my damage types, so.
Totally
And that's
makes
just
sense.
a cantrip to use.
Nice.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I'm going to place a seal.
Okay.
I know at least the fire has been dealing damage, even if it looks like it's being reduced.
It's got a pretty hat on now.
It is not smart. It does not know what is happening. It's gonna run up to.
Explode him!
Yep, he's gonna move, and so he's gonna take damage. What type of
Thunder.
damage? Thunder? Okay.
This is what I live for. And an additional 10 fire damage as I burn the seal.
How would you collectively like to do this?
Oh, it is running up to you. Claws come out, and it's like right in front of your
I
face.
imagine it, like, as it's moving
It's
forward,
gonna
it
be
kind of
like
goes.
Yeah.
This firefly starts igniting, then it just kind of.
And it just kind of like the fog of it like blasts around Drogon.
Don't breathe that in.
It missed you.
It missed you? That was good!
I am afraid of no ghost.
Big up!
All right.
You are out of combat.
The
other ghost is kind of like now also just kind of fades out and disappears back into the wall or something. So he's gone. What would you like to do? You have made a loud noise. You have lit up this place with a light.
You feeling all right, Loss?
Not great.
You will feel that all right.
Death Star, man. Death Star. It's the only time I'm healing.
Double bunnies, I snort the nose! Banana!
I'm fine.
banana.
Cool. This is going just real good, huh?
I certainly didn't notice anything different from what he normally says.
I did punch you in the nose. I deserve a grudging.
Bunny, what the hell are you doing in...
Oh, he said he was in here, so I was just gonna look.
You want to do an investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to go downstairs and try to seal the front door
Okay.
from the inside.
Okay.
Because if we just made a lot of noise and lit up the place, any guards watching it may come to investigate.
Great.
Punch their tickets.
What do you roll? There's like some shelves and things like that. They're a
Yeah,
little
you
bit
could
decrepit. but you
Race
could-
against the door. You could pull some of the boards that were boarding it up from the outside on the inside and hammer those in.
You know what? I'll help him with that.
Okay.
So,
I do have the armor.
12.
12.
Okay.
I mean, when you first initially look around here, you see that it is very barren, and you're not surprised. That makes a lot of sense to you.
There are some blood stains that you can see in here, and it's kind of like almost like somebody has been tossed into this room, maybe.
Is there anything that this person, the ghost, would have done that would be
you don't
noticeable
see-
with the 12?
There's no personal effects in here or anything like of that sort. It is very barren, like upsettingly so if a person was kept in here.
There's no window.
You probably just do some funeral rites and then move on.
Okay. So Buddy's doing funeral
Putting
rites.
coins on a face that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yoloman and
Give
Drogon
me
are sealing the doors.
Religion check.
What would you say nailing a door thingy on? Is that a survival?
They do
Is
it.
it- They just do it?
They just
It's
do it.
fine? Okay.
10.
Yes.
Back to the
Yes.
things he's bad at.
You are thinking about the ghost, and and you've been thinking maybe a lot lately about the undead and what an undead is and what's going on with these people back at
The town.
Stillmarch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and there's something is off, and you haven't pinpointed what, but you're instinctively you're like, this ghost, something's wrong with it. The undead, they shouldn't be behaving like this. They shouldn't be behaving like the ones in Stillmarch, and this one, and these creatures, something's
Everything
off.
is weird.
He'll come out and be like, these ghosts are real weird, guys.
When is a ghost not weird?
What do you say?
What do you mean? Like, is it a specter of its former self?
Is there a window?
They're all boarded up, unfortunately.
Perfect. Battering ram.
It does have horns on the front, so it makes it easy.
Figures your horns pry out.
Oh my god.
Right tool for the job. Come here, Mark.
What do I do?
Are the little spectral thingies also still watching?
No, they've dipped back down away. After the fight started, they kind of really scattered.
Yeah, they took a look and watched for a while. Now, for the most part, you don't see anything.
That's right. We ain't afraid of no ghosts.
All right, so this whole place is creepy and depressing, and the ghosts are acting funny. Let's keep going. This is great. I'm having such a good time. How about you, Raven? You having a good time? I'm having a great time. Just like a little tear.
I mean, yeah, there's like at least 2 more floors, right? You think?
Well, you
Yeah,
know
it's pretty
How much are you
what we could do.
I just noticed this little.
You heard how bad you're about here.
I'm about half.
We could
No.
hunker down here for about an hour.
Short rested.
You giving Real a short rest and giving the guards a chance to see no more flashing lights or noise, thinking it must have just been regular ghost activity turned up a little bit rather than. Or is that a bad idea?
Buddy thinks that's a bad idea. I think that's a bad idea.
Does anyone else
You
want
guys
a
can
voice?
take a nap in the haunted tower.
Feel
Well,
free.
not napping.
Mm-hmm.
Quick lunch break.
Yeah.
I mean, I
if you
was
want.
possessed once, but I'm not holding that against them. You're trying to
Buddy's
warn
got
me
like
away.
30 more seconds of protection.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I do feel like crap right now, but at the same time, I don't really want to stop here.
Yeah, maybe have a cereal bar and we just keep going. I hate to say
Yeah,
it that way.
totally. Totally, because the hunger is what's bothering me.
It's not a Bethesda game where you can eat your hit points
Yeah.
back.
Well, listen, I mean, with enough potatoes, anything is possible.
Potatoes.
I will eat 37 potatoes and 1 health potion.
Water. Purified water.
Okay. Going up then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you
All right.
still in the lead?
I will still take the lead. I will stealth.
Fantastic.
Hopefully, fancy iron pants there doesn't get
So roll your stealth.
in the way. Ooh, well, you may not have to. 15?
Give another stamp to Drogon.
Okay.
13.
13.
Try to not suck.
You roll with disadvantage for this, right, Tucker?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wait, plus 10. Or no. is this-
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think that's up anymore.
What'd you get?
I got this.
Okay.
All right. So not so stealthily, the group.
What are you wearing that's so clanky?
You remember when I put up my inner lining to scale mail?
Oh,
my suit.
okay.
Yeah, 'cause I kept
so
dying,
that
you
is a
see.
clanky thing, That's true.
I
So I
don't.
think they're
I want to
collective
work
rolls.
from home.
Their collective rolls weren't
I do
My
high
next roll
enough
is a
to.
Yeah,
24.
24. Okay, that's pretty good.
So
26.
you guys are kind of like going up the stairs. You're getting up into this next room.
Not particularly loudly,
there
but
is-
maybe not stealthily as you'd like.
As you kind of like make your way up to, are you keeping the lantern on, or are you taking it off?
And he's going to do it at this point.
Okay.
He wants to be able to see.
Mm-hmm.
You come out onto this next floor. There is a central table in the middle of the room that's covered with like blood stains. There's surgical tools. There are strange symbols on the walls here. Unfortunately, buddy, you recognize this place really well. In fact, you're really familiar with that table in the middle of the room. Mark Tholomew.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
There is this, as if like a ghost appears in front of you for 3 seconds with this horrible face and then fades out away. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh,
Oh
wisdom?
no.
Oh.
As I roll a 2
Oh, no.
for a flat roll.
Oh, God.
You are frightened and cannot move. You don't want to go
You don't want to go further into the
further
room
into
at the
the thing
moment.
at the moment. You got deeply spooked here for a second.
I jump into Yolovan's arms like
Actually,
Scooby-Doo style. Just
Yeah, but
why'd you do that, dude?
okay.
Just giving out.
For the okay.
I'm not doing all
I
the
see.
rolls. I'm just
Okay. I didn't understand what's going on.
I'm just
Oh, I
sorry, I'm
hate
kind of
those. Yeah.
improvising because
Yeah,
Or
That's
there
what I'm
was
just
always
trying to
that,
understand
like,
what's
white
happening.
sedan on a hill road, and then all of a sudden the screen went.
Oh, I always,
Classic YouTube jump scare.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, there are weird apparatuses, machines of unsure nature. There's and you do see there are, like, as you kind of are looking around the room, there'll be like a ghost that flickers in for 3 frames and then disappears. This place is like you can't stay looking in one spot without seeing something undead appear for a moment and fade back out.
Like the occurrences are much, much higher here. And there are
Look over at
human.
Buddy, see how he's doing.
Same thing Mark Tholomew's doing, probably.
Sure you're not freaked out.
Just
Oh, no.
not going into the room.
But he's also had a. It's so scary.
you said there were strange symbols on the wall.
Mhm.
Are
Yeah.
they in Infernal or Draconic by any chance?
No, they're
Okay.
not in Infernal. Oh, actually, there are a few that are in Infernal.
Okay.
There's some
Rose
Infernal
would be able to read those.
symbols. These are
They would have terms similar to those, right?
so.
If I'm understanding what's happening.
Hold on, just
Okay.
sorry. I'm
got it.
They pushed us into a spot where we have
Slightly unprepared.
slightly unprepared. So I'm kind of like, we've talked about some things, but we haven't figured out. We haven't written any details down, so everything is kind of like.
You got it. Go ahead.
So along with like some notes that are on some like boards that are up, like some markers that are things that are scratched off, things that are covered with blood, and on the walls, various papers and things like that, and some of it is in Infernal.
Is any in Undercommon? Any in Undercommon?
No, none in Undercommon. Yeah, no, you absolutely should check that. There are a handful in Infernal.
Speak any other languages?
I mean, dude, like, my grandma would occasionally cuss to me in Infernal, but, like, I don't speak the language.
How about, Lucky, you're sort of there.
Ding, ding, ding. Hey, dude, do you speak Infernal?
Hell no.
Hell no, is that?
Hell? No.
And he is looking around, like he pops out of sword mode and he's glancing around. You are seeing,
No, thank you.
there are some notes, and as you're kind of looking around for things, you're seeing like documents for various, like again experiments and things like that. And some of the results of the experiments are just straight up written in Infernal. The thing that really catches your eye is a brief mention that is, the rest of it is scratched off, of Mephistopheles.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're reading that aloud to everybody or not. You can
Not
choose
the
to keep it.
Mephistopheles part, but the rest of it, yes.
Okay.
So you're
So
looking
rules would be like, and this, and this, and then, and this.
and if you're all looking around, if you make investigation checks, that would be fantastic.
Tucker, did you
Buddy
have a
reads
thought?
Celestial.
You wanted to
I was just
share?
gonna
Adds
say,
anything?
like,
Sorry?
Buddy reads Celestial if that adds anything too.
Okay.
like Lucky doesn't actually pop out of the sword. It's just like the hilt turns into his head and he's just looking around.
I like that. That's funny.
I'm not gonna turn all the way over just for this.
It's an investigation, right?
There's probably some back here.
Yeah, right? It has to be a
Ooh, yes. 22.
Okay.
nice.
19.
15.
15?
Oh,
Investigation.
Sorry.
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
Not a lot. That's 9. Nope, an 8. I still
Have
good
one
at
of
math.
those.
16.
16. Okay.
Should Buddy roll advantage?
No. Okay.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just making suggestions.
Sorry.
I'm trying to help and I'm bothering my husband.
That's marriage.
I mean, yeah, we bother each other. It's great.
Jazz hands.
Occasionally one of you guys is King Theoden and the other one is Grima Wormtongue. It's just
You find a mostly intact journal. You're kind of flipping it open to find out what it is, and
Where are the pictures?
notes the subject seems to go under for over 24 hours now. We're getting much further
Progress
results.
is-
Progress is going great. I have suspicions that Nikron is trying to double cross me. I'm making preparations.
Dudes, she mentions Nikron in here?
Oh, good.
I mean,
He's dead, though. We have to worry about him ever again.
Wouldn't that be nice?
there's a lot of Infernal on the wall, I guess. And she does mention Nikron. Probably safe to assume that if she did some spirited away nonsense, maybe he did too?
I did see a similar thing when we Jealous with you.
They're cheating death and they're messing with people's lives somehow.
So maybe the preparation was in case she was killed. She come back. Her spirit comes back here and takes a new form. How does that work?
Search me, dude. I keep looking.
How does that work? Buddy, how does that work? Or no, Lucky, how does that work?
And I think that's enough to call it a night.
No.
No, it is 10 o'clock. Yeah.
With that revelation.
Grab stuff.
Actually, you turn one more page looking through this because you got rolled really stupid high.
You rolled over 20, yeah.
And it degrades into like that fucking bastard. I'm gonna destroy him. This guy's gonna, and it's just like a
Angry.
rant, an angry
words.
angry death rant.
Ooh. Yeah, she got pissed. Like real pissed.
And that's where we'll leave it off. Everybody out there in the internet, thanks for hanging out and watching. Sorry about some of the audio issues a little bit earlier. I was
We're trying to
resetting all of the
fix
stuff.
things.
It's actually a lot better. But also
We'll fix it in post.
helps.
Just kidding, there's no post.
There's no post. Sorry. Yeah.
People around the table, also thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for just skipping everything.
It was awesome,
okay.
actually. Like that was really cool.
Fine. What else?
Tomorrow
is
are we getting back to
potentially
Pathfinder?
Pathfinder?
It could be
Are we gonna
Pathfinder.
fight like 5 dragons?
Or yeah, we could go up
3
against
can kill us.
5 dragons, but we each get another clone of ourselves.
I'm not running that again.
Yeah,
If we're not playing
enemies that are
Pathfinder, somebody else can run something, or we can just play Muffin Time and
or just yeah.
that was
sleep.
interesting,
We can all
but I'm never doing it again.
We gotta get you in on some muffin time shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
Muffin time is.
Come by for a game.
Yeah.
sometime.
But with that,